So, we're talking about a pretty unusual movie called Le Vertige, the latest project from Quentin Dupieux and also his first animated feature film. If you've watched any of Dupieux's previous movies, you probably already know what you're getting into. His films usually start with a simple but bizarre idea and then fully commit to it. Le Vertige follows that same formula, and honestly, that's what makes it interesting. The story follows a man named Jacques who suddenly becomes convinced that the world around him isn't real. One morning, he shows up at his friend Bruno's house and starts pointing out strange details that nobody else seems to notice. Small things at first, like objects behaving oddly or situations that don't quite make sense. According to Jacques, these aren't coincidences, they're glitches. He believes reality itself is broken. At first, it sounds like the kind of conspiracy theory you'd expect people to ignore, but as the movie continues, more and more evidence starts appearing that suggests he might actually be right. What makes Le Vertige stand out immediately is its visual style. The entire film is animated using intentionally low-poly graphics that resemble old PlayStation 1 games from the late 1990s. Characters have blocky faces, objects look simple and rough, some environments appear unfinished, and that's completely intentional. The movie wants you to feel like you're watching characters trapped inside a poorly designed video game. The visual style isn't just there for nostalgia, it's directly connected to the story the film is trying to tell. As Jacques investigates the world around him, the audience starts noticing the same strange imperfections he sees. The more attention you pay, the more things begin to feel slightly off. That's where a lot of the comedy comes from. Rather than treating the idea like a joke, the characters approach it very seriously. Jacques becomes determined to prove his theory, while Bruno slowly starts helping him search for more evidence. Together, they begin questioning everything around them, and as you'd expect from a Quentin Dupieux film, things only get stranger from there. One thing I really liked about Le Vertige is that it never wastes time. The movie runs for just over an hour, which is surprisingly short compared to most modern films. Instead of stretching the concept into a 2-hour story, Dupieux introduces the premise, explores it, and keeps things moving at a steady pace.
Because of that, the film never feels repetitive. There's always a new joke, a new discovery, or another weird detail pushing the story forward. At the same time, Le Vertige isn't just a comedy. Underneath all the absurdity, there are some interesting ideas about perception, reality, and how easily people can become obsessed with finding hidden meaning in everything around them. The movie seems to be having fun with simulation theories while also asking why those theories are so appealing in the first place. It's not trying to provide answers, it's simply playing with the idea and seeing how far it can go. That's something Dupieux has always been good at. He takes ridiculous concepts and treats them seriously enough that you start thinking about them yourself. Even when you're laughing, there's usually something else happening beneath the surface. I also think the animation deserves a lot of credit. In an era where most animated movies are trying to look more realistic and technically impressive, Le Vertige goes in the opposite direction. It embraces simplicity. The low-poly aesthetic gives the film its own identity and helps separate it from almost everything else releasing right now. You could pause almost any frame and immediately recognize what movie you're watching. That's becoming increasingly rare. Overall, I had a good time with Le Vertige. It's creative, funny, visually unique, and doesn't overstay its welcome. Like most Quentin Dupieux films, it's probably going to divide audiences. Some viewers will love its weird sense of humor, while others might find it too strange or too absurd. But if you're already familiar with his work, you'll probably know exactly what you're signing up for. For me, the movie works because it fully commits to its idea. It never tries to explain everything. It never tries to become a traditional sci-fi story. Instead, it stays focused on its central concept and has fun exploring it. And honestly, that's enough. So, if you're looking for something different from the usual blockbuster releases, Le Vertige might be worth checking out. It's short, entertaining, and unlike anything else you're likely to watch this year. But what do you guys think? Have you seen Le Vertige yet? Did the low-poly animation work for you? And what did you think the movie was actually trying to say about reality and simulation theories? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you enjoy videos about unusual movies, indie films, and hidden gems, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.